There he is. There's something it is. Yep. There he is. We dropped the other one, so we're gonna make sure we get this guy on the stringer. Well, I dropped him too. Okay. What's up, guys? My name's Dustin. I'm a saltwater angler along the Alabama Gulf Coast, so I'm a little bit different. We're starting the video in the truck this afternoon. Just got off work. Gonna throw some waders on, throw a chest cam on, try to catch a flounder or two. There's only like 2 days left in the flounder season before it closes up for November. Gonna get up in here. Not really like an ideal spot to walk in to wade fish, but you know, I've caught some really nice fish over here doing this. Brought one rod, a couple soft plastics, a couple jig heads. Gonna see what we can't get into, so y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, we're gonna start just with this beer run diesel minnow, just because it's already on here. It's already on here from this past weekend, so we're definitely just gonna start with this. Beat around some of this grass. We are gonna put a little Procure on there, just to give it a little juice. This is the shrimp. I'm not really worried about fishing all this right here. Really worried about the next bayou up. There might be some fish right here. We have had some rain this past weekend, so it is pretty muddy in here. I might have to put on something that pops a little bit more, but we'll see how this works first. It's pretty chocolatey in here. We're just throwing this, this is a Penn Squall. It's the 200 high speed, low profile, and that's on a 7-foot medium fast action St.croix. These river fish right now, they're mostly feeding on shrimp. So this little like gold and white beer run Z-Man, I feel like it does a good job of, you know, giving like a shrimp vibe to it. And then I'll put the shrimp Procure on there, and it does really good. I mean, you can do the Paddler Z, the diesel minnow, really any of them, but this one does really good. I'm really wondering what the middle of the river looks like. I know it's going to be a little bit more muddy right here by the bank, but I'm just wondering what the middle of the river looks like, really. It is probably like 4 o'clock, if not later than that. And the sun's starting to set super early. Time changes this weekend. I need to find a little school or something. Most of the time, these river fish, kind of got to find them. That's why you'll just see me keep walking down this bank until I get far enough away where I don't feel like walking back, unless I find the fish, of course. There's something that is. Yeah, there it is. Fooled me for a second. What do we got? Little redfish. Pretty guy too. This guy's loaded with spots. Look at this guy. Pretty little redfish. First fish of the afternoon. We don't have long to fish, but we're gonna try to make it happen. We'll take that for sure. I figured they might be right here where this water's breaking right here. This is the spot I originally had wanted to fish. There it is too. I think that's a little trout. Little trout. Nice little trout. Let him go. I literally decided to come fish this just by looking at Google Maps on my phone as I was driving around. Because both the other spots I wanted to go wade fish were blown out. It's gonna be super windy. There's definitely some fish right here though. There it is. There's another one. This might be a little bit better fish. Yeah, he's probably a little bit better. Little black drum. Forecast 3 different fish. Little black drum. He'd eat good, that's for sure. Let that bad boy sink for a second. Just hit bottom. There he is. That might be a little bit better fish too. Swimming to me. Nice flounder. Nice flounder. You gonna chill out, bro? Nice flounder. He's probably right around, I'd say 17 inches, somewhere around there. Nice flounder. That's what we're looking for. I'm about to pull one out of there. That's for sure. Yeah, they're piled up right here. Big time. Yep, big time. That's gotta be a little trout. Actually, it's a decent little redfish. I'm hoping to get back here and get on some bigger ones. Nice little guy though. Fun right here on this little after work trip. There's something is. Yep, there he is. My reel's coming loose. Got him that time. This might be a flounder too, way out there. Out there in the middle. No, it's not a flounder, I don't think. I mean, no, it is a flounder. Nice little flounder. Come here, dude. Ah, that got me soaked. Dang, bro. He threw that all in my face. I can't even see anything. That went under my glasses. Definitely a keeper. Let's put my rod in my little rod holder back here. Trying to keep him from getting me soaked. Nice little flounder though. He's probably 16, maybe a little over 16. Nice flounder. And he was just right out here in the middle of the river. My glasses are soaked. He soaked me. And that was just me jigging it off the bottom. You know, it's probably 5 foot, maybe a little over 5 foot at high tide out there. So I'm letting it sink for 10 seconds probably. And then I'm jigging it off the bottom. And he crushed it. So many little. If I had to guess, it's probably 6-inch white trout or speckled trout. He's on here. Yep. What do we got? Yeah, I figured. I told you guys that's what was down there. Probably 6-inch speckled trout. It's funny how I said that right before this cast. And this is the little guy who comes up. There's a ton of these in the rivers right now. I mean, a ton. There he is. This might be a little bit better trout. Still not what we're looking for. All right, dude. Still a nice little trout though. Definitely nice little, he's probably legal. Yeah, he's legal. For sure. Definitely a nice little trout. Get him on the stringer too. We'll see though, there might be another one out there. I think he's already on there. Yep, he is. Oh, we got another little trout. Little white trout this time. Oh no, he's a little speck. He just don't got many specks on him. Oh, slipped right out. Yep, there's another one. School of these little guys. Piled up right here though. There's some keepers in there though, we just had one. If we get on a mess of some keepers, we might throw them on a stringer, but I mean, these trout, they move around a lot too. Yep, there another one is. They move around a lot too, so you might get them right here and then, you know, pull out 6 or 7 and then not catch any more. Or you could sit right here and catch 40 this size when, you know, 100 yards down the river there's, you know, some 17, 18 inches. I figured if I got it off the bottom and just started working it like I normally do for these trout, they would eat it, and they are. You know, just pick up the pace a little bit, turn them 2 bumps into maybe a little 1 bump or whatever it might be to actually get them to eat it. It wasn't very hard. And instead of letting it soak for like 10 seconds, I'm letting it sink for like 4 seconds. And then I'm working it out of there. Slowing it down some, speeding it up. Yep. And they're eating it. He's probably another keeper too. He's probably right around the same size. Probably right around 15 again. Yep. Yeah, he's probably right around 15 again. We'll get him back though. There are some keepers in here though. Trying to get it out there, it's a little bit deeper. Let it sink for just a little bit longer. He's on there. Yep. Another small one though. I think. Actually, this might be a better fish. Another, probably right at 15 incher. You know, he's just another 15 inch speckled trout. He's right at legal too. All right, now we just threw it out there. We're gonna let it sink all the way to the bottom this time. Get back down there and see if there ain't a flounder sticking around this point right here. On the way off of it though. I think he's on there. Something. Yep. I was gonna say something's on there. I think it's the trout though. Oh, that's a flounder. Felt like a flounder that hit it. Got him away from the camera this time, guys. Is that the 3rd flounder? Something like that. Yeah, he's legal too. He's probably 14 and a half, 15. We dropped the other one, so we're gonna make sure we get this guy on the stringer. Luckily, the camera was dead whenever I dropped that other one. Well, I dropped him too. Okay, camera wasn't dead that time. Ignore me, slipped right out of my hands. I knew I should have pulled the net up higher and done it, but it is what it is. The other one was bigger than him, so we're just gonna ignore that. Should have just stuck it through, but he wasn't very big anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm more mad about the other one than that one. There's another one though. Yep. This might be a little trout. Yeah, a little trout. That's okay. Let's bring it all the way across that. There he is. Yep. Another one. Smaller guy though this time. I'd be able to get him on the stringer, but He isn't very stringer worthy, is he? Pretty guy though. We'll let him go. I literally felt myself come on top of that grass on out here. I felt him come, my lure come up, and I just drug it till I got over that grass and let it fall right on the backside of that grass, and he ate it right as it fell. I don't know where they went. They were fired up a minute ago. I mean, the whole school of everything was fired up a minute ago. There's something is. A little trout. Another one of these small guys. He's probably close to legal. He's probably well, doesn't matter anyway. Alright guys, that's going to wrap this video up, and that is going to be a wrap for the 2025 flounder. We won't really get back into flounder fishing until next year. They'll move offshore shortly after the season opens back up. It was a good flounder season. We caught a lot of flounder this year. It was a lot of fun. Sucks, the biggest flounder I caught in this video, I ended up, my GoPro died, and I said I'll throw it out one more time, and then I'll change my battery, and I caught like an 18.5, somewhere around there, just measuring off my rod. But yeah, he was a stud. Dropped him in the water too, and then I dropped the next one. So it is what it is. We had fun. Been a lot of flounder caught this year. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, make sure you hit the like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody who leaves feedback on my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.